I really believe in bringing the arts to every corner of the world. So it doesn't just have to happen in proper fancy theaters with like beautiful stages with all the tools and lots of seats. It can happen in a school gym. The TYA work that I do, it can happen in a canola field. Bringing theater to all those spaces is what makes theater come alive. And I think it deserves to be everywhere. My name is Mieko Ouchi, and I'm an artist who works in theater and film and television. So I got started telling stories, working theater as a teenager, actually, in Calgary. In high school, I had a wonderful drama teacher who got me hooked. And that sort of launched me as an artist. And quite soon after I graduated, I started making films, documentaries, shorts, working as a television director. And then I came back to theater, so I've kind of had a toe in a bunch of different worlds. But currently now, that all led to me working full-time as an artist. Oh my gosh, my first play, The Red Priest, was a transformational event in my life. And Catalyst Theatre here in Edmonton commissioned 12 writers in the community to each write a 6-minute piece based on a number drawn out of a hat from 1 to 12. And I got number 8. And I wrote a little piece called 8 Ways to Say Goodbye, and it was 8 short monologues set to Vivaldi's music. And I performed them because we didn't have a very big budget, so I could afford to just do it myself. And I rented a kind of an 18th century costume and a powdered wig and performed them at the old Catalyst space. I started working on expanding it after that because I got such a great response. And I started working with Ron Jenkins at Workshop West, and he made me the playwright in residence, and I'd never written a play, and I thought, my God, this man believes in me more than I believe in myself. But it kind of gave me the confidence to go, somebody thinks I can do this. I'm going to try and finish writing this play. And ATP and Bob White came on board as partners to premiere it. And I was nominated for a Governor General's Award. And it really changed the trajectory of my career because it brought me back to theater. And not to say that I rejected film and TV, I still love that work and have always enjoyed that work, but it kind of hooked me back into theater. And it gave me this kind of confidence that I could write and that I had something to say that could connect to people. So it really helped launch me as a writer. And I'm just so thankful for all those people's belief in me before I even knew I was a writer myself. I think I was very shy about even saying I was a writer for quite a while after that, but they were all like, no, you're a writer, you're fine, just keep going. And I think community is so important to how you sustain a life in the arts. You can't do it alone, and especially in the art forms that I've chosen to work in theater and in film and television, these are not solitary art forms. And I really wouldn't have stayed here in Alberta without having this incredible community around me of people that not only believed in my vision, but also supported me kind of dipping my toe into a lot of different art forms. But people here in Alberta just sort of said, we'd love to have you try and do this. Come on in. You're welcome to come in and join us. I think that welcome really made a big difference. Alberta is obsessed with theater. It's really true. I know so many friends who have come from other communities to work here, and they're so shocked by audiences. And I think the reason is we've trained them. We've built them to love theater through things like the Fringe Festival, through all the amazing variety of companies that exist all across the province, of all sizes. And in return, they've made it part of their daily life and their annual life. They look forward to that being a part of their love and their life, yeah. And I really feel like there is a higher purpose to art, which is to help us understand who we are, where we live, and how we want the world to be. And art is a place where we can stake out those things, what we believe and where we want things to go. Early on in my life, I thought, I'll move to Toronto or I'll move to Vancouver. But pretty quickly, I discovered that I actually really loved being here. And I wanted Alberta to be my home base. Well, I have to say, when I found out that I was receiving this award, it was such a surprise. And it was just a really beautiful moment. I knew I'd been nominated. The Citadel had told me that they were nominating me, Daryl and Jesse. And I was so thankful that they had done that earlier, but I'd kind of honestly forgotten about it. So when I got the call, it was just a really beautiful moment, and I think a great recognition for me, but also for all the people that have helped me get here. So I just felt very thankful for all the people that helped me kind of make a life in the arts here in Alberta. So I thank them.